Welcome back. Now let's quickly run through how this course is structured. We're going to cover a range of topics related to AI and machine learning with a focus on the capabilities of ChatGPT and its potential applications. We'll start by distinguishing between machine learning and artificial intelligence. Now, machine learning is a subset of AI that involves training algorithms to learn patterns in data and make predictions or decisions based on the data. AI, on the other hand, refers to any system that can perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as language processing, decision-making, and pattern recognition. Next, we'll dive into supervised and unsupervised learning. Now, in supervised learning, we can train a model on labeled data, where each example has associated output or a label that we want the model to predict. In supervised learning, we train a model on labeled data, and the goal is to discover patterns or structures in that data. We'll then move on to generative AI, which refers to models that can generate new data, such as text, images, or music. We'll explore some common types of generative AI, such as GANs, VAEs, and RNNs. We'll discover the potential applications in various fields, including art, music, and content generation. It's also important to understand the market impact of AI. AI has the potential to transform a wide range of industries and create new opportunities for innovation and growth. We'll discuss how AI is being used in different industries and its potential impact on the future of work. Finally, we'll dive into ChatGPT. We'll explore the capabilities of this powerful language model and how it can be used for text generation, language translation, and other applications. By the end of this course, you'll have a good understanding of machine learning, AI, and the potential of generative AI tools like ChatGPT. Now, you'll gain practical experience in using ChatGPT and be able to apply this knowledge to your own projects and explore the exciting possibilities of AI-generated content. Thank you for joining me, and let's get started exploring the world of ChatGPT. Hello and welcome. My name is Victor Cuevas, and I'm excited to be your instructor for this course on ChatGPT. I have decades of experience in system consulting for large corporations. I've seen firsthand the rapid advancements in technology and its transformative impact on various industries. Now, this has inspired me to delve into the world of AI and machine learning, and I'm proud to hold a certification in these fields. Through my journey, I've discovered the immense potential of AI in revolutionizing the way we interact with technology and how it can empower us to create new solutions to complex problems. In this course, we're going to explore one of the most advanced AI language models available today, ChatGPT. Now, I'm excited to share my knowledge and expertise with you and guide you how to leverage this powerful tool for various applications. So whether you're a seasoned developer or a newcomer to the world of AI, I'm confident that you'll find value in this course, and I can't wait to get started. Look forward to seeing you soon. Welcome back. Before we start our journey on generative AI, I think it's a good idea to explain the difference between machine learning and AI. Machine learning and artificial intelligence are two important concepts in computer science, but they can be a bit confusing. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a robot that can do many things, like playing games, solving puzzles, and even doing chores around the house. This robot is smart and can learn from its experiences, just like a real person. This is what we call artificial intelligence, or AI for short. AI robots can do many things and make decisions on their own. Now let's focus on how the robot learns. Imagine you teach a robot how to play a game like tic-tac-toe. You show it how to play the game a few times, and then it figures out how to play on its own. This is what we call machine learning. Machine learning is a way for the robot to get better at the game by learning from its mistakes and successes. So the main difference between AI and machine learning is that AI is a type of technology that can make decisions and perform tasks, while machine learning is a way for the technology to learn and improve on its own. Next, we'll talk about the two types of machine learning approaches. I look forward to seeing you soon. Welcome back. In the last lesson, we discussed the relationship between AI and machine learning. You now know machine learning is a way for the technology to learn and improve on its own. Now let's discuss the two types of machine learning approaches, supervised learning and unsupervised learning. First, let's kick it off with supervised learning. Supervised learning is a type of machine learning where a computer program is trained on a labeled data set to make predictions or decisions about new and unseen data. It's like having a teacher who gives you lots of examples of something, like a bunch of pictures of dogs and cats, and helps you learn to identify which is which. Your teacher gives you the right answer and helps you learn how to do it on your own. This is how you get better at things like classifying pictures into different categories. In the same way, the computer algorithm gets better at classification over time, which then allows a model to get better over time. Next, we have unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning is a type of machine learning where a computer program is trained on unlabeled data to find patterns or relationships in the data on its own. Think of it like playing with toys in a toy store. You see lots of toys you've never seen before, and you want to figure out how to play with them. You start by exploring and experimenting, trying to see which toys are similar and which are different. You might group toys together based on how they look, how they work, or how you like to play with them. That's how the computer learns from the data without a teacher. It explores the data and tries to find patterns all on its own. Next, you'll be introduced to generative AI and the types of models used to support generative AI. I look forward to seeing you soon. Welcome back. We're now ready to talk about generative artificial intelligence. What is generative artificial intelligence, or generative AI for short? Generative AI is a type of computer learning where the computer creates new things like pictures, songs, or stories all on its own. It does this by using what it has learned from lots and lots of examples, and then using that knowledge to make something new and unique. It's kind of like playing a game of Mad Libs, but instead of a person filling in the blanks, the computer does it all by itself. For generative AI to work, it has to have a machine learning model to help it learn. Let's run through a few common machine learning models used to support generative AI. First is generative adversarial networks, or GAN for short. Now think of GAN as two friends playing a game. One friend is a generator and the other is a discriminator. The generator creates something like a picture or a song, and the discriminator tries to tell if it's real or made up. The generator then tries to make its creation better, so the discriminator can't tell if it's real or fake. This goes back and forth, with the generator and discriminator both getting better and better at their jobs, until the generator can create something that the discriminator thinks is real. Second is variational autoencoders, or VAEs for short. Think of a VAE as a machine that can make copies of things. The machine takes a picture of an object and then makes a copy of it, so it looks just like the original. The machine also has a secret code that it uses to make the copies. The code can be changed to make different copies of the same object or to make copies of different objects. That's how VAs work. The machine takes in real data, like image or sounds, and then learns a compressed representation of that data. The compressed representation is like the secret code that can be used to generate new synthetic data and looks or sounds similar to the real data. The VAE can make different types of copies of the same object or many different objects just by changing the secret code. Next are aggressive models. Aggressive machine learning models are a type of machine learning that is designed to be very fast and efficient. Think of aggressive machine learning models like a really smart robot. The robot is taught how to do a task, like playing a video game or driving a car. Once the robot knows how to do the task, it can do it very quickly and without making many mistakes. The robot is designed to be aggressive because it wants to finish a task as quickly as possible and do a good job. Finally, we have Boltzmann machines. Boltzmann machines are a type of machine learning that can be used to generate a new synthetic data or to make predictions based on data. Now just think of Boltzmann machines as a machine that can play a game. The machine can make guesses about what will happen next in the game and then learn from what actually happens. Now over time, the machine gets better and better at making guesses until it can predict what will happen in the game with a high degree of accuracy. That's how Postman machines work. They can be used to generate new synthetic data by making guesses about what the data should look like. They can also be used to make predictions about what will happen next in the game or other situations. The Postman machine learns from the data and gets better over time, so it can make better and better predictions. In the next lesson, you're going to learn about the various types of generative AI. I look forward to seeing you soon. Welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to review the different types of AI generation. First is image generation. Image generation with AI involves training a machine learning model on a large data set of images so that it can learn what different types of images look like. Once the model has learned what different images look like, it can then generate new synthetic images that look similar to the image that was trained on. Now imagine the computer is like a magic crayon. It's been shown many examples of trees and has learned what a tree looks like. Now, when you ask the computer to create a picture of a tree, it can use its knowledge to create a new picture of a tree, just like it would with a magic crayon. The difference is that the computer can create many different trees, and each one can be different and unique. And the best part is that you don't have to be an expert artist to create a picture of a tree, because the computer is doing the hard work for you. Next is text generation. Text generation with AI involves training a machine learning model on a large data set of text so they can learn the patterns and relationships between the different words and phrases. Once a model has learned these patterns, it can then generate new synthetic text that is similar to the text it was trained on. Now imagine you have a magic pen that can write stories for you. You tell the pen what kind of stories you want, and it writes a story for you. This is how text generative AI can work with various forms of text. Third is music generation. Music generation with AI involves training a machine learning model on a large data set of music so that it can learn the patterns and relationships between different musical notes, chords, and rhythms. Once the model has learned these patterns, it can then generate new synthetic music that is similar to the music it was trained on. So imagine you have a magic instrument that can play music for you. You tell the instrument what kind of music you want to hear, and it plays a song for you. This is how music generative AI can work in the music space. Finally is video generation. Video generation with AI involves training a machine learning model on a large data set of videos so that it can learn the patterns and relationships between the different video frames, colors, shapes, and movements. Once the model has learned these patterns, it can then generate a new synthetic video that is similar to the videos it was trained on. Now imagine you have a magic camera that can make videos for you. You tell the camera what kind of video you want to see, and it makes a video for you. This is how video generative AI can work in the video space. Next, we're going to explore AI's market impact, current and future. I look forward to seeing you soon. Welcome back. Now let's discuss the impact of AI in today's world, both current and future. AI has revolutionized the way we live and work, from self-driving cars to smart homes. AI has transformed our world in ways we never thought possible. In the lab, researchers are using AI to solve some of the world's biggest problems, from climate change to disease. With the help of AI, they can analyze massive amounts of data and make predictions with unprecedented accuracy. How will AI impact today's jobs? First, it's going to aid artists in the creative field space. In fields such as art, design, and music, generative AI can be used as a tool to help generate new ideas and inspiration. For example, a generative AI model could be used to create new visual designs or music compositions that can then be refined and improved by human artists. Secondly, it can replace repetitive tasks. In some jobs, repetitive tasks can be automated using generative AI. For example, in industries such as finance or healthcare, generative AI could be used to automate the process of generating reports or documents, freeing up time for workers to focus on higher level tasks. Next is enhanced decision making. In fields such as marketing or risk management, generative AI could be used to analyze large amounts of data and generate insights that can aid in decision making. For example, a generative AI model could could be used to analyze customer data and generate insights into customer behavior, which could then be used to inform marketing strategy. Now, I do want to emphasize, while generative AI has the potential to automate or aid certain jobs, it's important to note that it's not meant to replace human workers. Rather, it's meant to augment human capabilities and improve efficiency in certain tasks. The ultimate goal is to improve workflows and increase productivity while freeing up time and resources for more complex and creative tasks that are better suited to human capabilities. This wraps up the generative AI section. Now in the next section, we're going to start an adventure with AI text generation. You're going to understand concepts and application. I look forward to seeing you soon. Welcome back. Now, what is text-to-text generation? Text-to-text generation is an exciting new field of AI that's allowing computers to accurately understand human written sentences and produce an almost infinite number of sentences that match their original input. This is an incredible breakthrough for writers and content creators, allowing them to quickly and easily create new content. Now, this technology is especially powerful when it comes to translating between languages, as it can understand the meaning of a sentence without needing a dictionary. Additionally, it can create sentences that have not been seen or written before, allowing translators to produce fresh and unique content. Now, what are some of the applications for text-to-text generation? Text-to-text generation has a wide range of applications across many industries. Let's go through some examples. Content creation, generating articles, producing description, or even poetry. Summarization, shortening long articles or reports into concise summaries. Translation, automatically translating text from one language to another. Dialogue generation, creating conversation between characters in video games or virtual assistants. News writing, automatically generating news articles based on data or events. Question answering, generating answers to questions based on input text. Chatbox, creating automated conversational agents for customer service or support. And creative writing, generating new ideas or story plots for writers and authors. These are just a few examples of the many applications for text-to-text generation. Now, as the field continues to advance, we can expect to see even more innovative use for this technology in the future. Next, we explore ChatGPT, which includes overview, pricing, and current limitations. I look forward to seeing you soon. Welcome back. It's now time to introduce you to ChatGPT. First, what is ChatGPT? ChatGPT stands for Chat-Based Generative Pre-trained Transformer, and it's a powerful large language model chat box. It's based on GPT-3, which has been trained on hundreds of billions of words from the internet. ChatGPT is a chatbot, which is conversational AI that can be understood, responded to, and most importantly, generate text based on user input. OpenAI, an AI research lab founded by Elon Musk and Sam Altman, is behind GPT-3 and thus can be referred to as the ChatGPT founders. Now, unlike traditional chatbot systems, ChatGPT is trained on a vast amount of data to handle complex conversations with higher accuracy and intelligence. And so, it can be utilized for all kinds of conversations, from generating code to creating content. We can only imagine how much more impressive ChatGPT will become with time as more data is fed into it and deeper learning algorithms are developed. This can mean more efficient and smarter conversations with AI, like talking to another human. When it comes to pricing, as of today, OpenAI has recently launched its pricing plans for ChatGPT, and they're as follows. We have the free ChatGPT plan, which you may see challenges with capacity at times. Then is the next level, which is ChatGPT Professional, that costs around $42 a month. Now, this does include priority access when ChatGPT is down. Now, it may seem as ChatGPT is invincible, but as of now, there is one weakness that I personally see, and it's limited data up to 2021. Now, do not be discouraged because as of today, there is a partnership between Microsoft and OpenAI, and Microsoft Azure is working with OpenAI to provide the AI model with access to more data. Now, this means that in the near future, ChatGPT will be able to access data past 2021, allowing it to become even more accurate and efficient. Next, we're going to walk through ChatGPT's interface from sign up to the main screen. I look forward to seeing you soon. Welcome back. Now in this lesson, we're going to walk through the process of signing up for ChatGPT. Now I normally tell users, open up Google, and we're going to type in OpenAI, one word. You're going to see a link to the openai.com, and we'll click the link. This brings us to OpenAI's landing page, which has links to many tools and information. Now I'm going to scroll all the way down, and under the featured section, we're going to click on ChatGPT. We're sent to the OpenAI ChatGPT landing page, and we're offered a button to try ChatGPT. I'm gonna go ahead and click on the button. We then have the option to log in or sign up. Now, I'm gonna use sign up as a new user by clicking on sign up button. The next page allows us to sign up with some default email programs, but for this video, I'm gonna use my Knowledge Jar email address. And then I'll click continue. We then need to provide a password and then click continue. We're asked to verify our email. Here's the email I received, and I can go ahead and click on verify email address, which will ensure that the engine has verified me. We're now asked for some basic questions such as name, so I'm gonna put in my first name and last name, and then I'll click continue. Then we're asked for the phone number, and then I'll ask to send code. Once I enter the code, we're brought to ChatGPT. Now, in the next lesson, we're going to cover some ChatGPT details to be aware of after the first login. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. Welcome back. Now in this lesson, we're going to cover some key notes within ChatGPT. First, it's good to know there's safeguards in place to protect from possible malicious user prompts. The output may generate incorrect or misleading information. Now, another key mention, conversations may be reviewed by AI trainers in order to improve the system. Really, this is just intended to be mindful of the type of prompts that are entered into ChatGPT and be cautious to share sensitive information. Finally is feedback. As you explore and utilize the system, it's always helpful to provide feedback to help OpenAI improve on ChatGPT features. There's also an open Discord community that you can join to actively participate in conversations around ChatGPT. Now, we are at the ChatGPT landing page. Let's explore some key features. On the left, we have the navigation pane. In the main area, there are examples, key capabilities, and limitation information. Focusing on key capabilities, you see that ChatGPT remembers what you said in previous conversations. This really just means the current conversation that you're in. If you open up a new conversation thread, this will not be remembered, only the one that you're currently in. There is also the ability to provide follow-up or corrections. Basically, if you don't like the response provided by ChatGPT, you can request for ChatGPT to regenerate a response. Also, the model is trained to decline inappropriate requests. Thus, typically if you ask for malicious information, ChatGPT will not provide a response. There's always that oddball situation that can occur, but those should be limited at best. On the limitations of ChatGPT, a key call out of ChatGPT may on occasion generate incorrect information. Recall, the model's trained on data up to 2021, so information may not be current. The other call out is ChatGPT is not always good at performing mathematics. The next call out is on occasion there may be harmful instructions or biased. ChatGPT will learn based on input history, and sometimes the output may have some weighted bias based on previous threads. Finally, as mentioned, the model is limited to the amount of data it's trained on, which is 2021. On the bottom is the user prompt field. This is where you enter information and have ChatGPT answer our question or create an output based on a prompt. In the next lesson, we're going to cover ChatGPT user prompts. I look forward to seeing you soon. Welcome back. Now, before we dive into ChatGPT's user prompt, let's first discuss the term prompt engineering. Now, what is prompt engineering? Prompt engineering is like giving instructions to a computer program. You tell the computer program what kind of information you want to generate for you. Now, for example, let's say you want to write a story about a superhero that saves the day. You can give the computer program a prompt or state in a sentence like, once upon a time, there was a superhero named, okay? Then the computer program will use that information to generate a story about the superhero who saves the day. Now, the more specific you are with the prompt, the better the story will be. Now, if you write, once upon a time, there was a superhero named Flash who could run faster than anyone, the computer program will generate a different story than if you wrote, once upon a time, there was a superhero named Aqua who can control water. Prompt engineering is a way to control what kind of information the computer program generates for you by being thoughtful about the prompts you give. You can make sure the information the program generates is exactly what you want. Now, in the next lesson, we're going to walk through examples of ChatGPT's user prompt feature. I look forward to seeing you then. Welcome back. Now in this lesson, we're going to navigate through ChatGPT's user prompt options. In the bottom of the screen is ChatGPT's user prompt field. We're going to start with an example by entering the question, what is 50 plus 9? And then I'm going to either hit enter or I can hit the little right arrow inside the user prompt field. Now the ChatGPT engine kicks off and provides a response. Now you see here, ChatGPT tells us 50 plus 9 is 59. Now in general, ChatGPT will always consist of two pieces of information, the user input and ChatGPT's output. This was a very simple example. Now imagine we didn't like the response for some reason. I can click on the regenerate response button and then ChatGPT will run again and then generate a new response. Now we receive the same answer, 50 plus 9 equals 59, and I can continue to do this, and it's just a different version of the same answer. Some other key features here is similar to a like or dislike button on Facebook or YouTube, we have both buttons for each answer. This is one way OpenAI captures the sentiment of the user's response. Also, if I hover to the left of the ChatGPT's response, you can see ChatGPT keeps track of the response iteration. Now, we can continue our inquiries in the same conversation thread and ask a different question. I'm going to ask, how old is Michael Jordan? And then hit enter. ChatGPT will respond based on its knowledge of Michael Jordan. Now let's go back to the math example. And in the input prompt, I'm going to question ChatGPT's response and enter the phrase, actually, 50 plus 9 is 60. Hit enter. You can see the response from ChatGPT. Why did it respond this way? Remember, inputs do influence outputs, and that's the reason for the response. Now, this whole thread is similar to one single blog post, and thus one full conversation. We can create a new thread by clicking on Clear Conversations. I'll confirm. And this allows us to start all over again with no bias. Now, I'm going to go back to our last example, and again, enter, does 50 plus 9 equal 60? Enter. Since there's no history bias, it provides a more appropriate response. And now in the next video, we'll walk through some more advanced examples. I look forward to seeing you soon. Welcome back. In this lesson, I'm going to provide tips on how to ensure your prompts are clear and effective. The main question is, what makes a good ChatGPT prompt? The key is clarity, focus, and relevance. First, define the purpose and focus on the conversation. It's important to have a clear idea of what you want to accomplish. Next, use specific and relevant language. Avoid using jargon or ambiguous language that could lead to confusion or misunderstandings. Finally, avoid open-ended or overly broad prompts. Aim to be as specific as possible in your prompts. Define a clear purpose and focus for your conversation. Now let me introduce you to the Act As hack. One of the most useful techniques for crafting effective ChatGPT prompts is the Act As hack. This technique involves using the phrase act as in the prompt to tell ChatGPT to assume a specific role or persona in the conversation. Now, this can be especially useful for creating more engaging and immersive conversations or for simulating real-world scenarios. Let me give you an example. You might use the Act As hack to tell ChatGPT, act as an instructor and explain the 3 laws of thermodynamics to a kid. Enter. Voila, clear and concise. By using the Act As hack, you can create more engaging and immersive ChatGPT conversations that are tailored to the specific interests and needs of the user. I have also included in the key points of this course a GitHub link to the list of ChatGPT Act As prompts that you can leverage. In the next lesson, we're going to cover AI content detection. I look forward to seeing you soon. In this video, we're going to cover AI detection. AI is becoming more and more important in the world today. And one area where it's having a big impact is on how search engines like Google rank websites. Websites are able to detect if text is written by AI text generators, such as ChatGPT, by analyzing the patterns and characteristics of the text. Now, when we write something, we tend to use certain words and phrases that reflect our unique style of writing. This can include things like choice of vocabulary, the structure of our sentences, and the way we organize our ideas. AI text generators like ChatGPT also have their own unique patterns and characteristics that can be identified by websites. These might include things like repeating certain phrases or using a specific tone of voice. Now, how can websites tell the difference? Things like the length and complexity of the sentences, the types of words used, and the overall structure of the text. Overall, while AI text generators like ChatGPT are becoming increasingly sophisticated, websites are also getting better at detecting them. This means that it's important for anyone using an AI text generator to be aware of these detection methods and take steps to ensure that their generated text is as natural and human-like as possible. Now, I'm going to show you a technique that you can use as a solution. Now, starting in ChatGPT, let's ask a simple question on Michael Jordan. I'm going to write, explain to a kid who is Michael Jordan in one paragraph. Right, enter. Now, ChatGPT gives a very good explanation about Michael Jordan. Now, I'm going to copy this text. So, copy, Control C, and I'm going to head over to a site called write.com. I already have it open, and I'm under the folder AI-content-detector. Writer has many resources such as AI writer tools, which includes a cool tool on AI content detection. Now, as it states, some search engines penalize your page ranking if they detect content that reads like it was entirely produced by AI. Evaluate your text with this detector and decide if you want to make adjustments before you publish the content. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the text, click in here, Control V, and click the Analyze Text button. We see Writer has evaluated text and assessed the content as 14% human-generated. No bueno. Now, what we can do is leverage a paraphrase tool to help improve our score. I'm going to jump to a site called Quillbot. Quillbot takes your text and paraphrases based on appropriate vocabulary, tone, and style. Yes, there's a paid version and a free version based on the bells and whistles that you need. For this example, we're going to take our paragraph and ask Quillbot to rephrase. So I'm going to paste my text and I'll hit paraphrase. I'm going to click on the copy full text button, head back to Writer, and I'm going to paste the text and hit Analyze Text. We see some improvement. We're now at 24%. I can now go back to the paraphrase tool, hit rephrase again, copy the text, come back, and in Writer, paste my new text and analyze again. We now have 85% human-generated content. Amazing. This concludes the text generative section with the focus on ChatGPT. In the next video, I'm going to summarize and see where we go from here. I look forward to seeing you soon. Welcome back, and congratulations. You've reached the end of this course on ChatGPT and AI Generative Tool Overview. I hope that you've gained a strong understanding of the capabilities of ChatGPT and the other AI generative tools, as well as their potential applications in various fields. Through this course, you've learned how to use ChatGPT to generate human-like language, translate text, and use ChatGPT for project development. We've also discussed other AI generative tools such as the GANs and Vs and their potential uses in art, music, and gaming. You've gained an understanding of how these tools work and how they can be applied to create complex and realistic content. I encourage you to continue to explore the possibilities of AI generative content and apply your newfound knowledge to your own projects. With the power of ChatGPT and other AI generative tools at your fingertips, the possibilities are endless. With new developments with Microsoft's ChatGPT 4 and Google's Bard solution, the landscape is going to be very interesting. I want to thank you for enrolling this course, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors with AI. I look forward to seeing you soon.